it's me again back here in Robotics Malaysia. My name is Alice Leong, and for today's lesson sharing, we are going to talk about this artist and also called as the engineer who created a lot of sketches here that you can see. And in this syllabus, in this lesson itself, what we're going to share with the students are only these pictures. Alright, through these pictures, there are three machinery. If you know them, you might be a die-hard fan of Leonardo da Vinci. Through these three pictures, they have to pick one to build it from these sketches. So if they choose the this one, let's see, this is very obvious, it's our gear ratio box. So if they choose to build the gear ratio box, they have to get inspired by this sketch to build out the actual life of the gear ratio box. So do catch up with us because we do have one video that talk a lot about this gear ratio box inspired by Leonardo da Vinci. For this video, let us talk about this. Do you know what is this? This is actually called as the odometer. So how it works is they use the mechanisms of the drive gear in the shaft using the worm gear, and as it roll, as the wheel roll, so through this gears movement, they will drop the pebbles from one end to another end. So throughout the whole journey, you will see pebbles going around the route. So at this point, they will be able to identify what is the length and also what is the distance that they have traveled through point A to point B using the pebbles that have fell down from one distance to another distance. So these lessons and also for this lesson sharing, I'll be building this odometer inspired by Leonardo da Vinci sketch, as you can see here, and I already built it beforehand. Ladies and gentlemen, ta-da-da! Yep, that's it. So as you can see here, let's look at the top view. So if you see from the top view, you'll be able to see their views. Yeah, obviously their views. And then this is the part where I mentioned that will travel around. So as they travel around, you will be able to identify there are 4 gears here. So when this wheel travel, the shaft here, or I call it the axles here, this is the axles that connected directly to the wheels, will have a worm gear here. Let's go at the bottom. Yep, I think this will be clearer. So as the wheel travel, you'll be able to see that the worm gear will move. So the worm gear is actually the drive gear. This is directly connected towards the wheel shaft, or I call it the axles here. So once it moves, you'll be able to see that the first gear, which is the big gear here, will be moving. Can you see? Let's take this as let's take this cross. All right, let's take this cross as our marking. So you'll be able to see this cross is moving. Can you see it's moving? Yep. Once again, let's take this cross as our marking. All right, this particular cross here as our marking. And as I move the wheel, the worm gear will drive the big gear to rotate. So that's exactly what happened inspired by this picture. All right, can you see the worm gear here? Okay, connected directly to the wheels. Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright, so as it moves, then these axles will move as well. Let's go for this direction. Can you see that as it moves, this will move as well because it's connected directly on the same axle. So if this gear would have moved, this crown gear, this is a crown gear, this crown gear will move as well. And through these 90-degree perpendicular connections between the crown gear and also the big gear, as you can see, let's take this as a marking. Okay, let's take that as a marking. Can you see that it's changing position? Yeah, it's changing position because of the wheels are moving. Alright, and in the Leonardo da Vinci creation back then, when this move, it will open up. The pebbles will be kept underneath here. So when this move, it will open up the lock and the pebbles will keep on dropping from one place to another place. That's how they identify the distance they have traveled. So this is what I have built up, okay, based on this picture. Looks not bad, right? So I think it's quite challenging for me myself. It's a bit quite challenging because you have to create the thing without any instruction. So all you have to do is just to look at the picture and you have to figure out what can I do to make it work. So that's how we do it. Okay, so that's my odometer, ladies and gentlemen, inspired by the sketch by Leonardo da Vinci, the genius. Hopefully this brings you some inspiration, and this is quite a challenging lesson, I would say, for our students. Alright, so catch up with us on the other video because we have another teacher who will be doing this gearbox ratio inspired by Leonardo da Vinci sketch as well. Tune in and see you again. Bye bye!